Yeah, guys. Yesterday in previous session we have discussed about interfaces and we tried to understand basic concepts of interfaces, why we need interfaces, and how these are related to abstract classes, and how to define an interface, to create interface, what is the keyword that we need to use, and then while inheriting the interface into a class, what is the keyword that we need to use, and how to use this interface in our programs. That basic demo application we have seen yesterday, right? Yesterday what we have done, we have created an interface called a flyer. In the interface, what we can create, we can have uh, static and final constants only, no regular data members, and we can have uh, a method, fly method, means any only abstract methods, any number of methods we can write, one or more abstract methods we can write. And this interface, how to use or how to write a subclass for the interface. Writing subclass for interface is using the keyword implements. So here we have written subclass parrot for the interface flyer. Hmm? Parrot is a flyer or not? So we can write parrot implements flyer. Whenever we are writing subclass for interface, it is compulsory that all the methods presented in flyer interface should be overridden here in the subclass. So we have written fly method overriding copy for this fly method, and we are giving the implementation for this fly method in parrot class. And of course, along with this interface methods, if you want, you can write any other regular members in your class also. Member method like a parrot name, and eat behavior, eat method, parrot is eating, like this we can write. And now in the main class, how we can use, we can create an object for subclass like a parrot, and this parent object reference we can place into parent reference. This one we already learned in dynamic polymorphism, we have seen, right? No, parent class reference and subclass object that we can do. And of course, that is very important concept which we need to remember to implement dynamic polymorphism. So whenever we wanted to implement dynamic polymorphism, we should write uh, parent reference, which is referring to the subclass objects. Now using AF, you can call the fly method. It will be executing the behavior from parent. So one interface can be inherited into how many subclasses? We can inherit into any number of subclasses. Even if you want to write one more flyer here, one more flyer here, means one more subclass for flyer interface. How can you write public class? Which class could be the flyer? We can say aeroplane is a flyer or not? Aeroplane, or helicopter, anything. Everything are also flyers, right? So save this aeroplane dot java. And how can we make aeroplane as subclass for flyer? What is the keyword we need to use here now? Yeah, guys, just now we have seen, right, in parent class. What is the keyword that we need to write to make our class as subclass for interface?
Private
Implements. Implements flyer. This one we need to. So if it is inheritance from class to class, then The keyword is extends keyword. Inheritance from class, interface to class is implements. Is it clear? So here also you can write private int regular member variables int capacity. Aeroplane carries how many people, right? Then we can say its own methods like public void takeoff. What is the behavior of aeroplane takeoff and landing, right? You can say string.out.println aeroplane is in takeoff mode. Anything we can write. Now, as I said, aeroplane is implements flyer. If I simply write this much of code and try to compile and run, then what happens? Even not even run, only just try to compile. Now what happens? You see, set path equals to C colon program files Java JDK it. Now if I write Java C aeroplane.java, what happens? You see, what it's saying, aeroplane is not abstract and does not override abstract method fly in the flyer, right? Because aeroplane is implements flyer, right? So whenever we are writing an implementation class or subclass for the interface, what is the compulsory thing that we need to do? Mandatory rule is we need to override the interface methods. All the methods presented in interface should be overridden. So here you can write system.out.println, right? Aeroplane is flying. Like this, we need to give the behavior for the interface methods in subclasses. It is compulsory. Now, how can we use this aeroplane here in interfaces demo? What else I can? Error. ఏమిస్తుంది? ఈవెన్ ఇక్కడ మనం ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ చదివితే మనకు క్లియర్ గా తెలిసిపోతుంది. ఏమంటుంది? ఏరోప్లేన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ and does not override abstract method fly in flyer. Fly method abstract method గా ఎక్కడ డిక్లేర్ చేసాము? ఫ్లయర్ లో కదా. ఫ్లయర్ అంటే ఇంటర్ఫేస్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ జనరల్ గా మనకు ఏముంటాయి? ఓన్లీ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఏ ఉంటాయి. బాడీ ఉండదు. మెథడ్ కి ఇట్లా బాడీ అన్నది ఉండదు అనమాట. సో బాడీ లేకుండా ఓన్లీ మెథడ్ డిక్లరేషన్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. దీన్ని అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ అంటాం. సో ఈ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఉంటుందో దానికి సబ్ క్లాస్ రాసేటప్పుడు ఆ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కి అది పేరెంట్ కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఏరోప్లేన్ కావచ్చు, ఏదైనా కానీ సబ్ క్లాస్ లో కంపల్సరీగా వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ద ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ మెథడ్ ఫర్ ఫ్లై మెథడ్. ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఫర్ ఫ్లై. వై? ఫ్లై ఇస్ ద అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్ ఇన్ పేరెంట్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కదా. ఇక్కడ పేరెంట్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్స్ ఫ్లయర్ అన్నాం. ఇక్కడ ఏరోప్లేన్ లో కూడా ఏరోప్లేన్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్స్ ఫ్లయర్ అన్నాం. ఇక్కడ మనం ఈ ఫ్లై మెథడ్ రాయలేదు అంటే అది ఎర్రర్ అవుతుంది. కంపల్సరీ మనం ఇంప్లిమెంట్స్ ఫ్లయర్ అన్నప్పుడు ఈ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ లో ఏవైతే మెథడ్స్ ఉంటాయో ఆ మెథడ్స్ అన్ని మనం ఇక్కడ ఓవర్ రైట్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇవ్వాలి, లేకపోతే ఎర్రర్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే. సో అందుకు ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి నౌ ఇఫ్ ఐ ట్రై టు కంపైల్, ఇట్ కంపైల్స్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ. లైక్ దిస్. క్లియర్? ఇప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ రాలేదు చూడండి, ఎందుకు? మనం అక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇచ్చాం కాబట్టి ఎర్రర్ రాలేదు. ఓకే, నా దీన్ని ఎలా వాడతాం? ఇప్పుడు ఏరోప్లేన్ ఎలా వాడచ్చు? ఏరోప్లేన్ కూడా సేమ్ ఫ్లయర్ లేకపోతే ఎఫ్ తో అయిపోయింది. నెక్స్ట్ ఎఫ్ అగైన్ ఎఫ్ ఈక్వల్ టు న్యూ ఏరోప్లేన్ దెన్ ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి సేమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాసాం. ఇక్కడ ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై రాసాం, ఇక్కడ ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై రాసాం. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై అనేటప్పుడు ఈ ఎఫ్ లో ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రెఫరెన్స్ ఉంది? న్యూ పేరెట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి పేరెట్ ఈస్ ఫ్లయింగ్ అంటుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేటప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఎఫ్ లో మనం ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పెడుతున్నాం? ఏరోప్లేన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పెడుతున్నాం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ నౌ ఇప్పుడు ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై అంటే ఏరోప్లేన్ ఈస్ ఫ్లయింగ్ అంటుంది. అంటే సేమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ గివ్స్ యూ ఆర్ సేమ్ మెథడ్ కాల్ గివ్స్ యూ డిఫరెంట్ బిహేవియర్ based on the object presented in that particular reference variable. Dynamically it changes. So ikkada manam em cheyochu? Java C interfaces demo.java. Now Java interfaces demo. See, parrot is flying, parrot is eating fruits, maximum flying height of the interface నుంచి వస్తుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ చూడండి సేమ్ మళ్ళీ ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై అన్నాం లైన్ నెంబర్ 13 లో. ఎఫ్ డాట్ ఫ్లై అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమొచ్చింది? ఏరోప్లేన్ ఈస్ ఫ్లయింగ్. అలాగే సో వీ కెన్ క్రియేట్ ఎనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సబ్ క్లాసెస్ ఫర్ అన్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్, బట్ వైల్ రైటింగ్ ద సబ్ క్లాసెస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కంపల్సరీ దట్ ఆల్ ద మెథడ్స్ ప్రెజెంటెడ్ ఇన్ ద ఇంటర్ఫేస్ షుడ్ బి all the methods presented in the interface should be implemented in subclasses. Is it clear? Yeah guys, is it clear? Shishir, Sai?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, Raghu, clear gada Raghu? Yeah, yeah. Oh, fine. Now so far what do we know? In Java we are not permitted to do multiple inheritance, right? For single child there cannot be more than one parent, right? Now but in case of classes multiple inheritance is not possible, but it is not permitted. But in case of interfaces, with interfaces we can achieve the multiple inheritance. We can achieve the multiple inheritance in Java. So here now what we can say? Multiple inheritance in Java. Interfaces we can achieve multiple inheritance in Java. How? Through interfaces. So this point is very important guys, a very important concept. Initially they may ask, Java, does Java support multiple inheritance? Java does not support multiple inheritance through classes, but we can achieve this multiple inheritance through interfaces. So that should be your answer. You cannot say completely no straight away, or you cannot say directly it supports directly. You have to clearly tell that multiple inheritance is not possible with the Java classes, but through interfaces we can achieve multiple interface inheritance. Like that you need to explain. Is it clear guys? Yeah, Raghu? We?
Yes sir.
Yeah. It is not permitted or multiple inheritance is not permitted Java through classes, but with interfaces we can achieve, or we can do multiple inheritance. Can achieve multiple inheritance. That means a class can inherit only one superclass as parent, but a class can have more than or multiple, more than one or multiple interfaces as parents, or superclasses. So example, how we can write the syntax, how we can write to achieve the multiple inheritance. How we can write the syntax? We can write syntax like this: public class, class name means a subclass name, implements, interface name 1 or interface 1 comma interface name 2. Like this you can have any number of interfaces as parents for subclass. But when you are writing like this a subclass, what is the rule that we need to remember here? We need to write implementation for all the methods, abstract methods presented in all these interfaces. So far we had only one interface and one abstract method in our example. Now if you have more than one interface in all these interfaces, if you have 100 methods, all that 100 methods you have to implement in the subclass. So if you have 100 abstract method declarations in all the parent interfaces, means in interface 150 abstract methods, in interface 250 abstract methods are there, then it is compulsory that it is your responsibility to write all that 100 methods in your subclass, Is it clear, guys? So what we can say here, all the abstract methods in parent interfaces to be overridden here in this subclass. Is it clear, guys? The rule when we are writing subclass for interfaces. That can be one interface or more than one interfaces, anything. So example, what are the interfaces that we have? Already we have an interface here. Already we have an interface here. Flyer, right? So in the flyer, here we have interface flyer, and in the flyer we have a method like a fly. And along with this, if you have another interface like public interface vehicle, or Let us say speaker, who can speak or who can talk. Talker or speaker, anything. What you can write? Void. Speaker should do what? Speaker should speak, right? Then only we can say thing is speaker. Otherwise, we cannot say it as speaker. So like this. Now, what is the what is the subclass that we can write for this speaker? We can write public class parrot. Parrot can speak or not? Implements flyer, comma speaker. And in the parrot, you need to write all the member methods from this flyer and speaker. So now in parrot, how many methods you need to override, guys? In parrot, how many methods you need to override? All the methods presented in parent interfaces, right? How many methods? In parent class, how many methods you should write as minimum, or how many methods you need to override here? Yeah, guys, come on quickly. Answer is there on the screen only. I don't know. Two methods we need to write, right? Two methods you need to override in
minimum 2 methods of max.
Minimum. These are the compulsory. So along with this, it can write any extra methods if it wants, but minimum are two methods. Why? It is implementing this, right? In the speaker, along with this, if you write some other methods, like let us say now, if I say void method one. Now, how many methods we need to write in parrot? In parrot, now how many methods I should write? Yeah, guys, are you on mute or what? Now, how many methods we should write in parrot class?
2 methods.
2. See, a parrot is implementing how many interfaces? Flyer and speaker. In flyer, how many are there? How many methods are there? One method we have. In speaker, how many are there?
2.
So total 2 plus
3.
All the 3 methods we need to override. So this point is very important, guys. Just remember, this is what the notes also what we have given the points. All the abstract methods in parent interfaces should be overridden here, where in subclass. So that only I said in a parent class one means parent interface. Interface one, I have 50 methods in another interface. Two, I have 50 methods. Totally 50 plus 50, 100 methods. All that 100 methods I should write in subclass. So in our example, anyhow, here practically I cannot write 50 method declarations in each interface. No. So example, I have declared here one interface method, and in the second interface speaker, I have written 2 methods. Totally, how many methods are there? In total, how many methods are there in both the interface together?
3 methods.
3 methods. So we should override all the 3 methods. if there are 10 methods together in the both interfaces, then we should write 10 methods in subclass, parrot subclass. Clear? So this point you need to remember, guys. So now let us modify the parrot class. Flyer, comma. What is the other interface? Speaker, right? Now, whenever we are writing like a flyer, comma speaker, parrot implements flyer, comma speaker, then what we should do? We need to write public void speak. Parrot can speak or not? Println parrot is speaking. We can write like this. Now let's create the speaker method also. Sorry, the speaker interface. How to create interface? Public interface. Speaker. So in this, what is the method that we need to write? Public void speak. Speaker.java. Right. Now let us compile the parrot class. Or if we want to use, how can we use in interfaces demo? You can say f.fly here, f dot parrot we have, right, p dot it and p dot speak we can do, right? So parrot is speaking, it will give. Why parrot object has both the methods. So now let us compile this interfaces demo. Now run interface demo. See, parrot is speaking. We got the message, parrot is speaking. We got it, right? So in this way, we can write one class which is inheriting the methods from multiple parents that we can do in this way. Now, tell me guys, in flyer F, what do I have? Which object reference I have? Parrot reference, right? Now, if I try to do here, F dot speak, now what happens? F dot speak, if I say, what happens? Yeah, guys, what happens here? F dot speak, if I write, see, if I try to compile, what happens? You see, interface demo on line number Java, line number 6, error cannot find symbol f dot speak. F dot speak, it's not cannot find symbol. Why it's not finding symbol? Because the speak method is a member of which interface? Speaker interface, right? But how you are trying to call that a speak method? Using flyer interface reference. F is flyer interface reference, right? So even though the subclass is having the implementation for speak method, parrot class is having the implementation for speak method, it does not allow to call it because in the reference variable scope you don't have the method, you don't have that method. It will be restricted. If you want to call the speak method, you have to convert that f reference into parrot object and p dot speak you can do, or else what you can do, you need to create speaker s equals to new parrot, and then using s dot speak you can call. But using s, can you call s dot fly? Can you call, guys? If I say s dot fly, what happens? Yeah, guys, tell me s dot fly. If I say, what happens? So it will give you error. Fly is not there in speaker, and speak is not there in flyer, right? Even though this original object is the parrot, both you cannot access when you are having the parent reference. If you want to uh, call both the methods, then you need to convert that object into child class reference. You need to refer that object with child class reference, then only both will be called, or else only parent interface methods only you can call. This point you need to observe and remember carefully, guys. Is it clear? So dynamic polymorphism, so even in interview point of view also, they will ask more questions on your object-oriented programming understanding perspective. This kind of questions they ask more. So you should be uh, able to answer all this. When you can do that, if you are remembering all the points or all the notes whatever I have given, all the points if you remember, you can answer all this. Clear, guys? So here what we can say, parrot is an example for multiple inheritance. Parrot is an example for multiple inheritance. Clear? Now, even an interface can be inherited from another interface. An interface can be inherited from another interface also. Then that means what, we can create a child interface for one interface, and then for that child interface we need to write the child class. So let us say an interface can be a child for another interface, or we can inherit, we can do inheritance between interfaces also, or else what we can say, we can do inheritance between two interfaces. So how to do that? Syntax. So interface to interface inheritance. So if you want to do interface to interface inheritance, then what you can do, right? Public interface child interface extends keyword we need to use, just like a classes how we are writing. In the similar way, here also we need to write extends keyword. Child interface extends parent interface. Like this we need to write, and in this you can write all the methods. Now example how we can write. Let us say, clearly carefully observe, guys, how interfaces should be used. We can write, we have one interface, public interface iface1, simply one interface I am writing. In iface1 interface 1, I have a method void method or void m1, one simple method I have. Next I have another interface iface 2. Then here I have another method void m2, right? Now if I want to write, simply if I write like this, two different interfaces, but I want to make this interface 2 as the child interface for this IFS 1, right? So what I can write here, I can write extends IFS 1. Now what happens whenever we are writing a child class for interface 2, it is compulsory that to override both of these two methods m1 and m2. Example, what we can write, public class demo class implements. Whenever we are writing a subclass for the interface, what is the keyword we need to use? Implements. Implements which interface? IFS 2. If I write IFS 2, then what are the methods I need to override here? It is compulsory that void m1 and of course I need to override void m2 also in demo class. Void m2 also in demo class. Both the methods we need to override. Is it clear, guys? How to write a subclass for a sub interface? When we are writing a subclass for sub interface, it is compulsory that to write all the methods presented in all interface hierarchy, inheritance hierarchy, all abstract methods. At any point of time, the single point, if you remember, all abstract methods should be overridden in the subclass. The same concept we are doing everywhere. Whatever we learnt in abstract classes, the same concept we are doing here. It is compulsory. If you don't write void m2 here, if you don't write, then what happens? It will give you compilation error. Same. Demo class is not abstract, not overriding the abstract method m2. Like that, it will give you the error. Just like initially I have shown you, right? In this present session in the beginning. In this session beginning, I have shown you the error, right? It was showing that class is not abstract, not overriding the abstract method. In the similar way, it will give you the error. So you need to take care that all the methods are to be overridden in the subclasses. So that is must. Okay, guys, are you understanding? All these points to be remembered, guys. Very important points. This is interface to interface inheritance. Now, even we can do the combination of classes and interfaces inheritance into a single class. So what we can say, we can inherit one class and one or more interfaces into a same subclass and do and achieve class and achieve multiple inheritance. So as the part of multiple inheritance, already we have seen one example, right? One subclass is inheriting more than one parent interfaces, like a parent is inheriting flyer and speaker. In the similar way, we can have inheritance between multiple combination of class and interfaces also. Combination of class and interfaces also. So example, how we can write? Syntax is same syntax already what we know, the same syntax. Example, we can write, let us say public class, let us say I want to write Superman. Superman extends. Superman is a person or not? We can say it's a person, right? So person implements flyer, speaker. Superman can speak and Superman can fly also, right? Hmm? So here you can write like this. So like this also you can write multiple inheritance with the combination of class and interfaces also. Class and interfaces also. Whenever you are writing, always first you need to write the super class specification for the class, and later you need to specify the interfaces here. Clear? So this point is very important, which you need to remember. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Are you understanding? Need to remember all these points, very important points. Yeah. Now, in one other scenario, if I have two interfaces like public interface, another example, very important interview point of view question. If they want to trick you, then what they can ask: interface, public interface, IFS1. In this, I have one method void M1 or simply any method. Next, I have another interface, interface 2. In this, I have a method void M2. Now, if I write a class for these two, public class, subclass implements IFS1 comma IFS2. Now, here what should I write? Tell me, guys. In the subclass, when I am writing implements interface 1 and interface 2, what should I write here? In the beginning already we have discussed the same point, and again I am repeating. Tell. Yeah, tell me, guys, quickly. How many methods I should write here? How many methods I should override here? Two methods. What are that?
M1.
Yeah, void M1. Very good. So void M1. Let us say system dot out dot print ln. Hello. Or next, like this, we need to write M2. Like this, we need to write, right? This is a regular code. Now, assume that if I make M1 method, means M2 method as M1 in interface 2 also. In interface 2 also, I can have the method with the same name which already is there in interface 1 or not. Because both are two different interfaces I can have. Now, in this case, I am inheriting both the interfaces into subclass. In this case, how should I write? This case, how should I write? Void M1. Should I write like this? in this case, it is not required. Only give one implementation in the subclass, that is enough. Only one implementation you give, that is enough. Okay. So whenever we want to call this in the main class, how can we write simply public class, main class, or demo public static void main string args. I can create ifs1 obj equals to new subclass. It is something like flyer equals to flyer f equal to new parrot. How we have written, just like that. Like this, I can create and I can call obj dot m1. I can do like this, or even I can do ifs2 obj equals to new subclass, new subclass, and then obj2. So same, we cannot write, right? obj1 dot m1. Here object 2, if I say object 2 dot m1, again you can call like this. Both single implementation is enough in case both the parent interfaces are having same method. You can using any reference, you can call that method, it will be invoked. In case both are having different, so this is the way how we need to implement in case both the interfaces are having same method. Okay guys, no, very important point you need to remember. Now in case if I have there wide m1 in interface 1 and here I have long m1. Now here how should I override? If I write wide m1, then interface 1 is getting overridden, and as in interface 2 I have long m1, so only one interface implementation if I give, it does not enough, we need to write like this also. But in this case, if you write within the same class with the same method names and same number of parameters, 0 parameters, right? But return type is different, but this kind of implementation is not allowed. This kind of implementation is not allowed. If two interfaces are having same methods with same names but different data return types, then it will be error. Then it will be error. So when you are writing the subclass, it is not permitted to have two methods with the same name and different return types. Not permitted means compilation error. Return types. It gives compilation error. A very important point, guys. So you cannot write this main class also. Why? Because here itself it is giving you error. You cannot use like this. So All these points should be clear and you should remember. Be very be clear. It is not permitted. You should not do like this. If both are having same written type, okay, but if you are having different written types, it will be ambiguity error and it does not allowed in Java. Of course, not only in Java, in any programming language it does not allow. It will give you compilation error. Clear? Yeah, Shishir, Raghu, Sai, Pudima.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll share these notes and go through all these notes, points, whatever I have given today. Very important points. And if you remember all these points, yeah, it will be very easy for you to write the advanced programming. With this, we can say the basic concepts that we require for development or coding are done. Object-oriented concepts. So from tomorrow, we'll start with like some advanced concepts. Advanced means not advanced, completely advanced, part of core Java only. Like we'll see packages, and then we'll try to go with built-in packages and all these things, exception handling, all that we'll discuss. Hmm? Okay, tomorrow first we do exception handling, later we go with packages. Okay, guys. Tomorrow exception handling is very important topic. Tomorrow, try to join on time. Don't waste the time. So if you join on time, we can have clear separation of concepts, so instead of spilling to next class and all. Okay, try to join correct time. Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
क्या मच्छर है?
Uh-huh.